think it's the computer. I think it's just old.
It's old.
Yeah. Just every single time. All right. We're live. Just make sure to use your microphone because we don't have, we just have audio. We're good.
Let's call this meeting of the Harbors Committee to order Thursday, March 19th, 2026 at 1:05 p.m. First on the agenda is public input. Public input. No?
You know anything about the ramp? That they're talking about last night?
Yes, so they're going to be putting a ramp in on the, I guess we would consider that the south dock. As part of the bulkhead, so that it can accept barges, in case something ever happened to interstate. I'm not privy to all of the project, that's under Mike Shea, but a section of the dock will be removed when it's being used, and then that dock will be put back, as far as I am concerned, as far as I've been told.
Yes, that's as far as I was wondering if I've heard rumors of it. Same way that John brought it up just now. Any ideas on who would operate it and how it would operate? Yeah, great.
So it's just in the formative stage now, the design stage. Okay,
Again, Mike Shea would be the person that you want to talk to about, that's on his plate.
okay. You talking about cleaning the dock and sanding up the dock too, or is that?
I did, and he said that they are short-staffed, so I'm working with a private contractor.
Okay. Okay.
Thinking out loud, if there's gonna be major construction down there, it's probably a pretty good opportunity to take care of lots of things down there, just with the red brick water and such, you know? I mean, we're cutting into the bulkhead.
So in the fall, which of course it's going to have to go out to bid, but Chris Reeves is very eager to help with that. And I think we came up with something that will be able to put a piling right in front of the red brick wall where it's starting to come apart, and hopefully that holds it in a little better. Of course, the engineers are gonna have to go all through that,
Right.
but then that way we can really get into the that corner to remove the sand.
Yeah,
So-
thinking out loud, and hearing that. All right.
So if we, I have a question, so if we wanted to, get an opinion on how doable it would be to plank over the other red breakwater, that we talked about doing that before.
Commercial,
Yeah, the west
yeah,
breakwater. And that was in the original plans for, when they rebuilt the dock, but the town came up short money wise to complete that whole project. But we would be able to drive onto, across onto that planking. Is there a way to, move that into engineering to see what it would cost? And would that be something that you guys would think would be,
I think it would be a wonderful idea. I believe that whole property is unfortunately in litigation.
well, that is.
The breakwater is in
I
litigation?
think the whole,
Okay, I wasn't aware.
Wasn't the breakwater here? Like, stuff.
This is Black Island, don't let facts get in the way of a good argument.
but no, I can ask Amy about that. I can ask Amy, I mean, now would be the time to, I don't know if I'd be able to put that in as a capital item, but I know it's been kicked around, you guys just haven't brought it up in a while, so. If that's something that we can put on the agenda to have the engineer at least look at. And
That's what we
if
talked
it's
about.
not in litigation, then we can.
What's the
move
benefit
for
to you guys? What's the?
Widening the whole,
Why ain't
Stop.
it dot? Making parking spots.
Making parking-
Parking
along-
spot.
Parking on the dust.
like they do in Point Judith.
And then originally what I was told was. The town got that. Either for a 99-year lease or forever, but the red breakwater. Cause we were originally gonna go over that planking.
Remember hearing that one.
And that was when Mike had a slip in the harbor, and we all offered. To do most of the labor, between Mike and Chris and me and anybody else. We just need the planking to have the engineer,
Engineering fair.
yeah,
Resting on the red breakwater?
yeah, resting on, just like it used to be, that's how it used to be. It was probably a third to
Well,
a.
probably a little higher up,
Sure,
but
sure.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the east breakwater is, right? Or the red breakwater on the east side, sitting on, geared off,
Yeah,
But it's already cantilevered like halfway
Very
towards.
Pretty great.
Yeah,
This
those
is
12
great.
by 12s. 4 feet out or something.
Not because I enjoy it, but just because I'm good at it. That's a heck of a luxury project, though. That's gonna suck up a lot of money.
well, if the labor.
How bad do you need it? I'm just saying, that's all, that,
We're getting to a point now where we can't get into the dock if this land goes south. If the triangle goes south, then you tell me how I'm gonna get 800 pounds of bacon in my boat every day. From. How are you gonna get lodgers off the boat? Well, you know, I mean, you have to have access. And this would mean
How do
you
you
drive
know
out, this means you drive right down the dock, you have to drive down the west side. I mean, down the south side.
just saying, it's not an unlimited well. So before we go down that road, let's make sure that, you know, so that we're not spending time and resources. And like you said, it's not even, we don't even know until.
well, I agree with John, I believe that the town owns it, I believe that the Army Corps gave it to the town. Um, through, the word isn't coming to me right now. As opposed to the east little breakwater that the Army Corps still is to maintain, the town is responsible for the other. That's what I've been told, but then I've been told otherwise. I know that there was a closed session last night to talk about the Old Harbor Triangle, and when I asked my boss this morning, she cannot talk about it. So
Been saying that for 25 years.
30 years.
30 years, right? No, it's been going on a long
So-
time. Well, if you just had it, if you had it engineered, that wouldn't be too much money. You could see what it would involve costing.
If it was part of the project before and it just ran out of resources,
Yeah, I remember hearing.
You can
about
just
that.
kinda continue on with piggybacking on
I
another.
mean, I'll ask Mike if he can take a look at it, if we're down there doing engineering anyway, you know,
Right.
see what don't know if there's litigation. Would assume, rather than bother Amy with all that, keep, bother going on, but. Oh, that's I mean, it doesn't hurt, you guys ask them, either one,
Yeah, we're just asking, and it would. And anything done now is gonna be cheaper than 10 years from now. So, if it was done back then, it would have been a lot cheaper. But,
Absolutely. All right. Any other public input? Okay, no. All right, number 2 correspondence, correspondence, I didn't notice anyone. Number 3, approval of the minutes from February 19, 2026.
Make motion to approve?
Second, you, yeah?
Yeah.
Carl?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Report of the harbor master, number 4. We have people in the comments I will read.
No, I don't think you have to read all of it.
No?
No.
You wanna summarize?
Sure.
Excellent.
So finally heard from the State Vessel Reimbursement Committee. We had 2 requests in. I know that we're getting at least one. He told me that my request was accepted. I don't know if that's for both. So that's probably 18,000
Great.
that we'll be getting back that we had to pay out of pocket for the removal of one, a sailboat, and then 2, a powerboat last spring. We haven't had any this year.
Good. Almost you wanna- Huh. Great. Thank you, that's great, that's good news.
Got a mechanic looking at the jet drive on the patrol boat. That was almost basically out of service last summer because of the transmission issues. I think once I get the jet in, we're gonna be all set for at least 5 to 6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome,
With-
it's becoming old, it's old now.
Well, I just think that these parts, that was the original transmission in it, you know,
Right.
so for what we got out of it, I think we're doing really well.
Awesome.
The restock for the Great Salt Pond will be the beginning of May. We're all set on that with the Shellfish Commission. Big Bear has been notified verbally that that boat at the boat ramp that's been there for 6 months
Yeah.
needs to be removed ASAP. He has 30 days and then the town will. I'm not quite
Do
sure.
something, but he's been notified.
But he's been notified, he's been paid by the insurance company, that's his trailer.
Yeah.
So he needs to remove it, he knows.
Good.
Again, Big Bear is willing to put in a bid for the fall for all the work and dredging that we wanna do. I can't depend on the Army Corps to be coming out. I depended on them this past winter and they didn't come.
Yeah.
And it's desperate, they're
Yes.
desperately in need of it, so. I did not wanna be part of the Ballard's Marina dredging. I just didn't feel comfortable with it, Amy didn't feel comfortable with it. I think the money is more well spent in the engineering and we can utilize the money that was allotted for this year and bring it over to next year.
I'm just gonna interrupt you. You think Big Bear can handle the job? Dealing with that?
We're looking at not only just him dredging it, but possibly utilizing a pump system.
So he's on board with doing whatever it takes.
Yep, so we're both doing some research and
Great.
putting feelers out for people. Almost done with hiring staff already. We're looking at hiring 3 new shellfish wardens, but the rest of the staff is coming back. I don't anticipate a lot of turnover, which is great.
Great. Guys, do you want a copy of the master report that's up here for you?
And then the last thing is that the peer review council, I sent that to the town council and that is on their April 6th agenda to be discussed.
Excellent,
Um,
thank you. You don't want to propose yet?
Katie has passed her probationary period and is now a full-time Harbors employee.
Well done, Katie. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Um,
Does anyone have anything that I didn't hit on? That you wanna?
I think it was a question from last month, it's 4 beds, but.
That's just to put in, we have the recreation department, the police department and myself utilize 12 beds at the station and I just wanted it clear that I was in need of at least 4 of those. So
Do we always have one?
We make room.
I see that you get money from the Bogan Memorial Shellfish Fund, who's doing the up well there?
We are. I spoke with a company yesterday about fabricating it. And they were beyond excited. They're called Technics out of Warwick. And mostly make lobster tanks.
Yeah.
And things out of stainless steel, etc. But we're gonna go with some type of poly. And I was gonna build it myself in-house, but someone suggested that we at least put out feelers for someone else to fabricate it, and we'll, with the money that we received, I think we're well within our budget.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, thank you, Kate, for the harbor master report, any comments? Charlie?
No.
Nice. Move on to number 5, discussion of town of New Shore and Harvest Department commercial and charter fees for 2027. Discussion,
I am asking that you table this once again. I really want Josh's input and the peer review group. One of the potential members asked me if we can just table this until we can hear what they came up with.
excellent, table number 5, discussion of town of New Shore and Harvest Department commercial and charter fees 2027 to next month, April. We'll move on to number 6, harbor management plan section review updates. Sorry, I've been busy on that now.
I got to page 41. It is-
So we have 2 years and it's flying by.
Fine.
So I do have other people. I have aquaculture farmers working on that section. If they want anything added, omitted. This peer review group, if it gets accepted, they can help work on the Old Harbor dock policy. So if you guys want to start looking at other sections.
We should all be familiar with the whole thing. We should.
Yeah.
So, all the diagrams.
Been going on since I.
Oh. Any comments on the harbor management plan or section review update?
There was just one little thing I read in the beginning, that there was no anchoring to the west of the channel going into New Harbor. And I think it was because there was a water line running from.
There still is.
And it's still there, is that still being used? I thought.
It's not being used, but it's still there.
Still there, okay, it wasn't taken out, okay.
And
How's the new well work?
you have all of those moorings there.
Right, but I didn't know if there's to the north of it, there was some room for anchoring, but that's okay, if the thing's still there. Yeah.
It's still there,
That'd be a nice.
unfortunately.
How's the new well working?
Great, so far, yeah.
Good. Great.
They actually put a valve, so they normally have to leave the motor pool on because it feeds the chief's house also, but they put some type of valve in there so that they could shut down the motor pool while Paul still being able to have water there.
Great.
So we didn't have to run heat or anything in that building for the winter, so.
Great.
Yep.
Great. Well, excellent. Any other discussion on harbor management plan? Anything else?
I would, we should schedule a time that we could actually go through it. Sit down for a couple of hours. Not part of the, over, I'll bring the beer. Otherwise, we won't get it done.
Anytime. When you around, yeah, let's, make a motion to adjourn. Second, all in favor? Aye, thank you. Thank you. Whatever you want to do.
You can't do it all together.